Allow the sound of the bell to remind you that you're here, that you're present in your body, in space, in time, at this time. And remind yourself to be kind to yourself. You've made a choice. You showed up for yourself right here, right now, at this hour, on this day, in this place. And today I'm going to start out with a poem. It's by one of my favorite poets, Billy Collins, who at one time was a poet laureate. And he has a wonderful sense of humor. And the poem is called Silence. There is a sudden silence of the crowd above a player not moving on the field, and the silence of the orchid. The silence of the falling vase before it strikes the floor. The silence of the belt when it is not striking the child. The silence of the cup and the water in it. The silence of the moon and the quiet of the sky, far from the roar of the sun. The silence when I hold you to my chest, and silence of the window above us, and the silence when you rise and turn away. And there is the silence of this morning, which I have broken with my voice, a silence that had piled up all night. Like snow falling in the darkness of the house, the silence before I said a word, and the silence now. Bring yourself to your mindfulness meditation posture with a beautiful tall spine, mountain-like, your sit bones comfortable wherever you are, either in a seated position or lying or standing for that matter. Your feet touching the ground, hip distance apart. Your knees relaxed. Your hands resting comfortably on your thighs or in a mudra position. You're not leaning on any arms or backs of the chair. The crown of the head with the string attached, pulling you up to your very own star as you dangle in the universe. The softness in the front body versus the erectness in the back body. And bring your attention to your breath. Notice the air traveling in and out of the nostrils. No hullabaloo about noticing it, no changing it, no doing it, just allowing. And notice what you notice in this moment. And take the first few moments to just be with your breath and take a new posture this morning and see if you can listen for the sound of your breath. And if for some reason that poses any challenge, just notice what you notice about it and see if you can relate to it from a sensory point of view. The air coming in the nostrils and the air coming out. In and out. And as you become aware, the ears, think about the ears. Put your attention on the ears. And the ears are going to hear no matter what we do. The ears are always hearing. The doors of the ears are always open. Even when they're closed, they're open. And some of us may have challenges, as I mentioned, but that's okay. Think of the word ear and put an H in front of it. H plus ear equals hear. And then take ear and put an H in front of it and a T after it, and you have the word heart. Can your heart hear? What is hearing anyway? Is it a feeling? Is it a thought? Is it a sensation? Is it all of those things? So in today's practice, see if with the definition of mindfulness that I love to give, which is paying attention on purpose with awareness but no judgment, see if you can deepen your awareness today as we use the anchor of sound. See if you can put your attention on your ears. Or if you're in an open space where there may be outside sounds, you're going to hear the environmental sounds, or maybe in the room where you are, you will identify sounds. Or perhaps there's no sound, or what you would say is sound. Maybe there's simply silence, which also, according to the song, has a sound. So, as you deepen your awareness of what is coming to the doors of your ears, and keep an open mind for whatever that might be, see if you can investigate, notice. Is there sound? Or is there silence? And how is that for you in this moment as you focus your attention intentionally on sound? Be willing to notice if you get pulled away, if suddenly you're not listening. And that is the magic moment of knowing that you're not focused on the anchor. And just kindly and gently, but with firmness, return to the object in whatever way works for you. As you deepen your awareness for sounds, simply recognize qualities or the lack of sound, as we said, silence. And notice if the sounds are natural sounds, sounds coming from the body, from inside the body, or are they sounds that are man-made sounds? Motors, engines, leaf blowers. Air conditioning, if you're sitting inside. So the idea is sensing the body and sensing the environment and sensing with sensitivity to what is coming to the doors of your ears. Just connecting. Does your stillness in this moment have a sound? The sensation, does that have a sound? Whatever sensations are happening. You may have pain, discomfort somewhere. Does that have a sound? And things like a sigh, when you sigh, does that have a sound? A moan, a cry, a cough, the sound of words, complaining, laughing, being happy, joy. Do they have sound? And how does that experience manifest for you when you're intentionally attending to the quality of sound coming to the doors of your ears? Just sitting here mindfully in stillness and knowing that at any moment you can be pulled away. Your thoughts, a sound, another sound can distract you, and simply remind yourself with gentleness and kindness to return. And if all else fails, you just simply return to the breath traveling in the nostrils and out. And you can use those words. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. So go ahead and practice exploring and noticing sounds. see if you can, even if it feels a little uncomfortable, imagine the earth, the ground, a tree, flowers, clouds, the sky, a plant that you love. Do they have sounds? And what might they be like? What is the sound of a cloud? What is the sound of the sky? What is the sound of the earth? And if you've never had a relationship with a tree, maybe you have a tree in your life that you love, or that you've seen, or you remember, that was particularly special in some way. How does a tree make sound? And if that fails and it doesn't work, come back to your body and think about the sounds of your body. Your heart, your stomach, your bones and joints, your eyes, your throat, your mouth, your teeth. And just dwell in this noticing of vibration that comes to the ears through the air. There's nothing we can do about it. The air carries the vibration. Sound is vibration. And it's always there whether we notice it or not. So in the next moments of silent practice, see if you can relate to that idea. And if it boils down to returning simply to the sound of the breath, that's wonderful. There's no right way here or wrong way. As we take in what comes without us doing anything to the doors of our ears. You can think of this practice as tuning your instrument. You're becoming sensitive to, aware of sound or silence, absence of sound. Does silence have a sound? And in our last silent practice for today, let's take in all of the rest of us, the body, the breath, which is always there, the air around us, which is always there, feeling, your sitting, your knowing, whatever it is in this moment. Allow yourself to notice all of that and tune yourself or attune yourself to the sounds or the silence or the sound between the sound and the silence, or the silence between the sound and the sound, with generosity and kindness of spirit. And as we move out of this space and you anticipate or think about the rest of your time for today, see if you can bring with you, through all of your activities, your comings, your goings, your doings, whatever that may be, the awareness of this intention to notice sound. Just keep it somewhere in the background and be willing to be in the moment with it at any given moment. John Kabat-Zinn calls this awareness, this kind of mindful awareness, embodied attention. It's the heart of mindfulness. And sound is just one of the anchors that we can use, as you will explore as we go along for the next several months. just being alive and aware. This is mindful. So as we always do when we come to the close of a practice, we honor ourselves. We thank ourselves for being willing to make up this time for ourselves. Thank your mind and body for what they offered you today. And honor whatever stillness, however long, short, whatever moment you were able to achieve. And treasure your spirit for its willingness. And may this practice help you to feel a genuine loving kindness for yourself. And in that spirit we practice metta, which translates to loving kindness. It's a Sanskrit word. And we will do in the direction for ourselves today. May I be filled with compassion for myself and others. May I hold myself with care and respect. May I treasure my life as it is. May I be filled with kindness, not only for myself, but for others. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. And as I suggested, when you hear the sound of the 3 bells, it's a transition to come back to where you will be moving into your next activity, the next part of your day. And see if you can hold this presence, this awareness as you do that. And take your time. And always, I'm grateful. I send blessings and namaste.